not playing as this character. And I got my mech ready already. Yeah, you're going to die loads. So what I recommend doing is just go in, do as much damage as you can, die, run in, do loads of damage, die. Just keep doing that over and over and over again until you get the mech. And then that is when you can really do some good damage. And this is the perfect time to call it in because it looks like the plants are just about getting close to being able to actually attack. So it's all about timing. You don't want to get the mech and call it in immediately if you don't think it's like a good time to use it. You don't have to use it straight away. You can save it for a little bit. Like you don't want to like save it for the entire game because like obviously once you've used it, you're going to be starting it like the timer going for getting your next one. So you don't want to waste it. You also don't need to like charge in completely gun-ho when you have the mech. You can kind of hang back a little bit like I'm doing here and take people off at range. Your health doesn't go back up. And you can see that I have a battery power. So that means that like after that's gone down, like the mech time is over. So if you are too defensive, then you're just going to waste your time. So I recommend that like if you're just about to run out of battery, you know, just charge in anyway and just do as much damage as you can. But the reason why I recommended using this guy when you're attacking is because it's great for like, oh no, look, your health does go up. I thought you did health. I guess your health. Oh, there's a healing thing here. There's like, there's a little healing fountain. Okay, so that does heal mechs. Oh, okay. So look, here we go. I'm learning stuff already. So that means that if you had like the healing scientist or something and a mech together, that would be so unbelievably destructive, wouldn't it? Like imagine that together. Like a mech being constantly healed, you could do some really good damage. So I think that would be best when you know when you're kind of just stuck and you just can't get any room. Like save up your mech and then push out, and it's great for doing that. So that's why I think it's better for attacking because I think that I don't know that's when you kind of get stuck a little bit more. And say if I was trying to attack that point and then I had a few of the imps on my team together and we all did imps at the same time, like you don't need to like be continually vanquishing the enemy team more than they are to you. Like in this game type, all that matters is that you're able to like win enough to be able to capture the point. And so kind of the time you have the mech is like the perfect time to be able to do that. So it's still pretty good at defending. Like earlier, if it does get to a point when they're about to capture it and you can bring out your mech, that could make the difference. But as I mentioned, it is much better for when you are attacking. So that's kind of the main things that I want to talk about then. So I guess making sure you get healed is something that we've learned together. Having mechs running together, like if you're playing with a few of your friends and like you all be imps and like we all get your mechs together, like there's not much the enemy team can do about that. Like they're not indestructible. So I guess what I can talk about is like what to do against the imp, because a lot of the times, like I'll see like an imp with like a mech coming around the corner and I'll be like, oh no, there's like a mech, run away. But don't do that. Like attack it. You know, even if you don't kill it, you kind of all need to like shoot it as a team in order to be able to try and take it out. So they're not invincible. You can take them out if everyone shoots as a team. So what I recommend doing is kind of like staying back from them. Don't run in too close, and then and then try and just like pick them off at range because their health probably won't be going back up. All you need to do is do like a little bit of damage, and then if it starts shooting you, you can duck behind cover and then just poke out and do a little bit more damage and kind of just keep doing that over and over again. But as you can see, I'm sticking to my strategy at the moment of kind of just playing a little bit crazy, just running in, hopefully trying to take out at least one person, dying, and then just doing the same again and again, because I'm so weak. Like literally 50 health is like nothing. Like against this pea shooter, like even though I got all those first shots, okay, if it had better shots, I think it was going to win there. I was trying to make a point about how I was going to lose them, but then I ended up somehow winning it. But yeah, against that corn guy and like a one-on-one gunfight, I have no chance of winning. So it's really all about saving up for the mechs and then just using them at the right time. Like for now, I can see that they're really pushing in. You can see that they're all getting very close. And oh, there's two in the area. Right, so now I want to get this mech as fast as I can. And hopefully, this is going to be enough to push them all back. Oh no, there's 4 of them in there. Right, I need to be as fast as I can. I don't know if I was a little bit too slow. Let's just go in and use my missiles and just take out anything I can. And oh no, see how quickly I got destroyed then. The whole team targeted me and I got destroyed. So I probably wasn't smart then. A smarter thing probably would have said, you know, would be for me to say, right, we're going to lose this point. Let's hang back and use the mech and try and take them out at a distance. But I really wanted to stop them from capturing that point, because it is very rare that you win as the zombie in this game type. Like I played a few games before this, just playing as the imp for a little bit and trying to learn the maps a little bit, and also trying to get it so I was on the zombie side because I kept getting stuck on the plant side. But yeah, every round I played, the plants won. The plants seem to be really dominant. I mean, I think they're the stronger team anyway, but in this game type in particular, it's very rare that the zombies do win. So I was getting a little bit excited thinking that we might be able to hold them off at the first point, but sadly, it was not to be. But the game's not over. We still might win. Yeah, let's go and just play our best, and let's see if we can get the win. Like, I think at this point, I would have changed class. As I mentioned, I really do think the imp is at his strongest when he's on the attacking team. I haven't talked about some of the other things. So one of the other good things about the imp, I gotta say, is that he's really small, which is good. Like, he's relatively quick compared to some of the others, and he's very small, which seems like an obvious thing, but it makes him quite difficult to hit, especially when there's like a big crowd. People generally seem to target like the bigger enemies. You know, things like the what's like a big plant, like the citrus plant. Oh, he's on my team, isn't he? Like the citrus plants, and I guess like the cactus on the other side. Like, people generally don't target you as much when you're running around as the imp, so that's good. He can also like fly a little bit. He's got like a little jetpack, so he can fly around like this, so we can get up quite high places. Like, can I get up here? There we go. See, like I can climb up on here where some of the other characters wouldn't be able to. But look at that. I got hit like pretty much once by that cactus, and all of my health is gone. Like, pretty much any other character, I could have probably like took out that cactus just because they weren't ready for me. But as the imp, I've got no chance. Oh, look at that. I trapped 3 of them. I trapped 3 of them in my gravity grenade. So that was pretty good. Like, you kind of, I think similar to the Citron character, I guess you're generally more of a support character when you're playing as the imp. You know, until you get your mech, you really can't do much by yourself. You're really just trying to keep everyone weak and making it so that your other teammates can go and help you out. So I realize now that they've almost captured that point and they got someone else going in. So I'm going to try and play a little bit smarter now. I'm going to like hang back a little bit more and just try and deal out the damage and try and survive for a little bit longer. There's a Rose over there though, and the Rose are absolutely unbelievably powerful. So I want to make sure I try and take her out as fast as I can. I'm doing an awful job. Oh, the Rose is going to beat me just because of my bad aim. I think I was saved there by one of my teammates. I want one of those Healy things now. Would be absolutely amazing. So seeing as I'm so weak, I'm going to try and stay back and just try and lay down as much long-range damage as I can, just to try and hold them back. I feel like we're pretty much going to lose this point. We had a long time to defend for, and they had a lot of people heading over there. So let's just try and do a little bit more damage, and then I can go and respawn, and we can go and try and have another strong defense over at the next one. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm really going to save the mech up. I'm going to really... oh, what's going on here? Oh, hello. Hello, sir. Calm down. Yeah, I'm going to really save it. Oh, there's giant flies and stuff here. I really want time just to go and look around these levels. There's just so much interesting stuff everywhere. I really want time to look it up. Anyway, as I was saying... oh, that's an enemy there. Yeah, as I was saying, I really want time to... what I'm going to do is I'm going to time the mech. So I'm going to save it for when I feel like we really, really need it. Because at the moment, I've been kind of doing what I said you shouldn't do. And every time it's available, I'm like, oh, I got it. And then I try and spawn it in immediately. And something that I should point out, just in case you didn't realize, is that it doesn't matter about dying so much. Like, when you die, like, the cooldown period for the mech carries on going. Which means that, like... it doesn't matter about staying alive for like a long period of time. All that matters is like you just don't switch away from this character. Look, did you see those bats and chickens and things? I don't think I've played this level before. I've only really played this level from what I played like today, just now, and then the games I played with Squid and Martin. I really haven't spent much time in it, so it's kind of cool to see some of these levels. All right, let's do a gravity grenade in there and try and get some damage. I think I'm hurt by like some area of effect thing. So it's quite tricky because he's so weak. It makes you want to like hang back and do damage at range, but his weapons aren't that good at range. You really need to try and not fall in the water, but you kind of really need to like tap fire them. Because like they really spread, and by that I mean like the more you shoot, like the less accurate you get. But if you tap like that, you can be more accurate, and also you need to reload quite regularly. So it's also kind of good to time your reloads to make sure you're doing them at a good time. But the only problem with doing the tap attacks is that you don't do much damage, and so you're shooting a lot slower when you're tapping. And as you can see, each shot only does 3 damage, which for the rate that he fires really isn't all that good. You can see just how quickly I'm taking out, especially from all of the evil roses. So, oh, I'm getting healed though. There we go, I'm getting healed up. Oh no, there's a rose right here though. This is going to be a dangerous respawn. I tried to just get a gravity grenade down straight away. Oh, there we go. I was able to finally take someone out. They are really pushing in heavy now. So I think this is going to be the perfect time for me to bring out the mech. I don't have much health, so I can... Oh no, it didn't do it. Okay, let's go and stand a little bit away from the rock. I can see plants moving in as I speak. Right, there we go. There's a... Oh no, that's not a plant. So let's just go and try and push these guys back a little bit. Like, if you get a good run with this mech, you can deal some amazing damage. And there's all sorts of different types as well. Like, I'm mainly in this series just going to be using all of the default characters, because then that way I know that I'm going to be using a character that you have as well. But there's all different types of mechs, so kind of experiment with any ones that you've got unlocked and just see which works better to your play style. They're generally pretty balanced. There's not normally like one which is way stronger than the others, but if you like hanging back maybe quite a lot, then maybe it's a good idea to do one with a long-range gun, or if you like charging in, there's some that have some like really powerful melee damage. So yeah, make sure you pick the mech which is right for you. And there's a whole load of plants pushing in now. And oh no, I just had my missile go up. But those roses, like 1v1 against a rose, the rose has an okay chance of winning because they are so unbelievably powerful. And I'm actually going to be doing the next masterclass episode on the rose, and I am really looking forward to that because then I'm going to get a chance to really show off what I can actually do when I'm playing a character that I really like playing as. I will be honest, the imp hasn't grown on me. Like, there's times when I'm in a mech and I get like a good position and I'm destroying, and I'm like, this is the best thing in the world. But in general, I just feel too weak. I just feel like going one-on-one against any of the plants, I just feel like I'm really not going to be able to win. And I think the way I play is I really like flanking. You see that I don't often run straight to my teammates. I kind of see where everyone else is fighting, and then I try and like sneak around and try and get behind the enemies if I can, and try and surprise them. And I feel like this isn't a good character for that. And so what I recommend playing this character. One, if you just think he's fun and you're enjoying playing as him, and also if you really like the mechs and like that's the best way you think you have for helping your team, I'd play as the imp then. If you think you play more like me, then I recommend probably not being him too much. But as I said, it always matters on the situation, the game type you're playing, whether you're winning or losing, or what situation you're in. So here, that would have been, if I was a bit stronger, backing down that staircase would be good, because that would mean that rose would have to come and try and hunt me down. And then that means I'm basically taking her out of the battle. So to do well, it's not always about actually taking out the other players. Sometimes you just want to distract them. So sometimes just like making someone see you and then backing off a little bit, and then kind of making them chase you. Sometimes that is actually better than taking them out. Because if you kill them or vanquish them, they're just going to respawn, and then they're going to be fighting again. But if you like make them like chase you around the map for ages, then they're not playing for ages. And if you're defending, then you're kind of just taking someone out the battle. And if there's a few people chasing you, then I think that's even a better idea. So there we go. I was able to win as the zombies. I don't think I did particularly great there. As I said, that's not really the character for me. But hey, so far, I have been able